We all remember that moment at the end of WandaVision. We watched Wanda Maximoff, seemingly at peace, sipping tea on the porch of a remote cabin. But then the camera pulls back, revealing her astral form hidden in the back room, intensely studying a glowing, evil-looking book. A collective shiver went through the fan base. We knew exactly what that book was. By the time Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness arrived, we saw the full reality. That one book, the Darkhold, had completely corrupted one of Marvel's greatest heroes, turning the Scarlet Witch into a ruthless, multiversal villain. But where did this book come from? It didn't just appear in the MCU out of nowhere. It has a history stretching back to the beginning of time. A history so dark, it makes Necronomicon look like a children's bedtime story. Today, we are breaking down the complete history of the Darkhold, chaos magic, and the god who created them both to trap humanity. You can't talk about the Darkhold without talking about its author. And no, it wasn't Stan Lee. Eons ago, long before humans, long before the Celestials even existed, the first conscious life forms emerged on Earth. They were called the Elder Gods. The very first of them was a being named Gaia, who we know as Mother Earth. But the second one to emerge was her opposite, Chthon. Gaia was life. Chthon was death, decay, and chaos. He was Earth's first black magician. Chthon was so powerful that he literally forged his own dimension, the flickering realm, because Earth couldn't handle his pure, chaotic energy. When the other elder gods became greedy and turned into demons, Gaia gave birth to the sun god Autumn to hunt them down. Autumn killed the demons and absorbed their power, becoming the feared Demogorgon. Chthon, the smartest of the elder gods, realized Autumn was coming for him. So, just before fleeing Earth for his own dimension, he devised a backup plan to ensure he would always have influence over humanity. In the 1970s comic run Avengers number 186, we got the shocking truth. Chthon sat down and wrote down every single spell he had ever mastered. He didn't use pen and paper. This was primordial reality-warping magic. He inscribed these indestructible black magic spells onto scrolls that were later bound into a single volume. This was the birth of the Darkhold, also known as the Book of Sins, Shiatra, Book of the Damned, or simply the Book of the Dead. This book is Chthon's presence on Earth. Every time someone reads it, they are interacting directly with an elder god's brain. Every page you turn strengthens Chthon's anchor to our reality. In the comics, the pages aren't made of normal vellum. They are made of the skin of Chthon's victims. It is a sentient, hateful object. It doesn't want to be read. It wants to possess you. It is designed to offer you exactly what your heart desires, only to strip away your humanity once you use its magic. Once Chthon was gone, the Darkhold did what it does best. It found ambitious people and corrupted them. The list of historical figures who have owned this book is a roll call of evil in Marvel lore. Morgan Le Fay, the legendary witch, owned it in ancient times. She used it to enslave entire kingdoms and nearly conquered the world, only to be betrayed by her own son using the book's forbidden spells against her. Later, a priest named Varney used the Darkhold to try and achieve immortality. It worked, but not how he wanted. The Darkhold turned him into the world's very first vampire. In Darkhold, pages from the Book of Sins issue number 1, it's confirmed that every vampire in the Marvel Universe, from Dracula to Blade, owes their existence to a single spell cast by Varney from Chthon's book. Even the origin of lycanthropy, the werewolf curse, is tied to the Darkhold. The book is responsible for werewolf by night, creating the first generation of wolf creatures in a messed up magic experiment. If something is truly unholy in Marvel, the Darkhold usually had a hand in it.
We keep hearing the phrase chaos magic. The Multiverse of Madness calls Wanda a chaos magic wielder. But what does that jargon actually mean? Think of normal Marvel magic, the kind Doctor Strange uses, as science. Strange studies specific hand gestures, memorizes ancient chants, and draws energy from other dimensions using math and logic. It is controlled. It follows rules. Chaos magic is the opposite. It is raw, instinctual, emotional energy. It doesn't draw power from other dimensions. It forces our dimension to change. It is the ability to manipulate reality itself at a fundamental level. In the comics, Wanda doesn't just shoot hex bolts, she probability manipulates. She makes unlikely events certain. She doesn't have to learn a spell to throw a fireball, she just has to want the air to burn, and it does. It is dangerous because it requires total emotional control. If you lose your temper, you might accidentally rewrite existence. This is Chthon's primary magical force. This is why he is so obsessed with Wanda Maximoff. In the Scarlet Witch solo series, it's revealed that Wanda is a nexus being, a focal point of mystical energy in her reality. Chthon actually touched her as an infant, marking her to be his future host. This connection allows her to harness his specific chaos magic. The Darkhold isn't just a powerful spellbook, it is a living, thinking prison waiting for Chthon's return. In the Uncanny Avengers comics, it's shown that there isn't just one book. Every universe in the multiverse has its own copy. It is a multiversal infection. Doctor Strange destroyed the MCU version, but that might just be a temporary fix. Disney keeps trying to redeem its heroes, but the lore of the Darkhold proves that once an Elder God is in your head, there is no coming back. Which Marvel villain do you think should find the next copy? Drop your theories below, hit subscribe for more dark lore, and I'll catch you in the next breakdown.